Imagine this. You've decided to bite the bullet on a lifetime plan. You'll no longer need to pay for cloud storage. But then, 3 months after you buy, well, the company's announced that it's closing its doors by the end of the year. Now, this situation raises an important question. Is lifetime storage really a good idea? Hi, I'm Jason with the Cyber Lab, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at the viability of lifetime cloud storage plans. A lifetime contract is a huge commitment, and well, I suppose it's sort of like trying to marry your cloud storage provider, until death do us part. And like marriage, it can be scary to say that this will be the one thing I have forever. But it can also be just as exhausting changing cloud storage providers yearly or monthly. So let's start digging into the idea of spending a lifetime with your cloud storage provider. Today we're going to be looking at the pros and cons, the tips for good lifetime deals, what you must do before committing to a lifetime deal, and some deals worth looking at. But if you want to skip to find out the best lifetime deal, well, that's easy. It's pCloud. You see, pCloud offers an awesome lifetime deal with great staying power and excellent features. And hey, you can get 80% off with our deal through the link in the description. First, well, let's answer the main question. Is it a good idea? Generally speaking, yeah. But like some ideas, you need to curb your expectations. So let's start with some of the cons. First, the cloud storage platform you choose won't last for your entire lifetime. Instead, it will last for the company's entire lifetime. And no, this isn't a challenge to live dangerously to see how your cloud storage provider responds to your death certificate. Oh. Instead, recognize that the average lifespan of modern companies is 18 years. This means that some of the first cloud storage providers like Dropbox and Box are reaching this limit, as they arrived in 2005. Thankfully, those larger companies show no sign of shutting down. But if you've gambled with a smaller provider, you might lose data. After all, these are unproven companies and the tech industry is full of overnight success and failure. The second con is the high upfront cost. Paying anywhere from $200 to several thousand upfront is indeed a hefty cost sink. But if you can set aside the money, these costs amount to 3 or 4 years of cloud storage in monthly or annual plans. So if you can at least get 4 years out of the lifetime deal, hey, you would have gotten your money's worth. Third, if you try out the storage provider for a few months and decide that you hate it, well, you're stuck. Many lifetime plans only come with a 30 to 60-day money-back guarantee. The cloud provider could also decide to completely change its program. So if the CEO decides the future is replacing the UI with a 3D metaverse system, you might have a problem. In unrelated news, like this video to drop a F in the chat for the metaverse, which has finally and mercifully died. And finally, many of the lifetime storage plans include bandwidth limits. These bandwidth limits can be frustrating if you want to upload your files during the first month. After the first month, however, you should only be concerned if you plan to continually transfer files in and out. But there is a reason for this, which we're going to revisit shortly. But you have to keep watching the video to find that out. On the benefit side, lifetime storage does come with one main feature, which is paying once. Lifetime plans are cheap and help you lock in pricing before it increases. And even if the cloud storage provider doesn't increase pricing, it's like paying for several years upfront. So are there any other benefits? No. But when it comes to getting premium cloud storage, do you need other benefits? But you tell us in the comments what's stopping you from considering lifetime storage. Maybe we missed something. And hey, you can enlighten us. Now going back to our cons list for a minute, let's deep dive into one of those concerns, longevity. As we said earlier, the average company might last 18 years, but the cloud storage providers who failed might only last about 5. Now, we mentioned a few in our worst cloud storage provider video, like FlipDrive, which died in 2015, JustCloud, which stopped taking on new customers, and QBC died just last year. 2 of these lasted around 5, while QBC lasted under 10. You can go and check out our worst cloud storage providers video to learn why cloud storage companies fail. So how do you ensure that your drive storage will last long enough to justify lifetime storage? Well, part of the problem comes back to the pro side of one of our cons, bandwidth limitations. And these limitations suck, but they do have an important use with lifetime storage plans. You see, they keep costs under control. Companies that offer unlimited bandwidth and lifetime storage offer a deal that's too good to be true. You'll find that many of these companies include a caveat saying that your data will be throttled after X megabytes. Deals without limitations will burn through their servers, as customers are more than happy to take full advantage to do this. It's like telling the toddler to knock down a building, telling them they can choose between a squeaky hammer or a nuclear warhead. So limitations are actually a good thing. Knowing those limitations lets you find things that work for your priorities. And if a deal sounds too good to be true, it might be advertising speak, emphasizing its best parts while downplaying its drawbacks. Other than that, you want to look at how the company performs. Specifically, you want to determine how long it's lasted and its public reputation. If the service is garbage, you'll find more than a few customer reviews to justify this. And finally, you'll want to find out where the company is going. Check to see if you can find a development roadmap to learn about future features. Then ask yourself if you want to wait for those features for a better deal. Of course, many of these same companies also have focused on the most important feature. You know the one. Fast, secure cloud storage environment. Well, you're not going to get this from big companies that trade your identity for fat stacks of cash. Of course, before you trade your own fat stacks of cash, just hold up, don't run out, and buy a lifetime deal now. Let us know in the comments if you can think of other testing methods. We might not have thought of everything, so please let us and your fellow commenters know other methods that we could use. All right, some good lifetime deals. So now that you know about some things to look out for, where do you find some good lifetime cloud storage deals? Not every cloud storage provider offers them, and the ones that do, they might be sketchy. So if you want to get trusted cloud storage support, check out our review of two of the best lifetime cloud providers, pCloud and IceDrive. You can go and find the comparison video here, and both have proven expertise in the cloud field. But they aren't the only providers. Below is a list of paid cloud storage providers that we found beyond this. This isn't an endorsement of their services, but it is good to be aware. Polar Backup offers 500 gigs of cloud storage starting at $250. It's $50 more than pCloud. They also offer up to 5 terabytes if you need more, but the company's fairly new, so be wary. A more negative example is through ThunderDrive, which offers 500 gigs of space and unlimited bandwidth for $600. But the company has an average of just 1 star on Trustpilot, meaning that it's got some work to do to stop being a dumpster fire. You might also find unlimited lifetime deals on stacksocial.com. It's a website full of tech deals. You can find 1 terabyte of storage for $140 from a company called Kufa. You can find others by searching cloud storage on the website. While Stack Social isn't a bad website, you can't trust that these companies will stick around forever. In many cases, they're still in the early stages of their offering, meaning they could end up closing in just a few years. And their search results could use a little work, though. Many free plans are also pretty likely to stick around for a lifetime. Free cloud storage is available through all major providers like Google Drive, pCloud, Sync, and Box. And hey, free is good, but it lacks some of the punch of paid. Unless it's Disney World. That's always good free. Oh, but you know what else is free? Liking our video and subscribing to the channel. And while it might be free for you, it helps us get paid, so we'd appreciate it. For a closer look at our best cloud storage providers, you can go check out our video on the subject. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more, Boxhead. Thanks for spending some of your precious time with me today, and I hope that the video has helped you out. Bye-bye for now.